Good morning. My name is Brian Rosenberg. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of and co-founder of Socrates. Thank you for joining. I'm excited to tell you more about our company. Here's a quick overview of the status of our company, and I'll be sharing much of this information as we go through the presentation. You can see that we have a patented IP. We have a 6-member full-time, and we are based in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll share a little bit more about the specifics of our raise in a moment. When you look at, the pandemic has created a crisis in education, and it's amplified many of the problems that already existed in the system. The majority of students are learning from home, but are they really learning? Zoom meetings and worksheets are not getting the job done, and existing technology solutions aren't holding the kids' interest. So Socrates is addressing many of these issues, and the question of how do we keep students engaged is important. How do we know the students who are in those Zoom classes aren't watching YouTube at the same time? And with less face-to-face time with the students, how do parents and educators meet the needs of those students, understanding that every student learns a little bit differently? So all of these problems existed prior to the pandemic due to overcrowded classrooms, the lack of good data and technology, but the pandemic has made all of these issues worse. This problem is not going to go away when COVID is gone, and education really has changed forever, not only in the United States, but around the world. And Socrates was designed to solve this problem by personalizing education, and we can do this on any topic, anywhere in real time. So we're adjusting to the needs of that individual student, providing transparency into their performance, and giving lots of data and information to the teachers. And we're motivating the students through gamification. And we have a lot of ways to keep the students engaged and excited about learning. And we also make sure that we're getting long-term mastery of the subject matter from the students. So we combine a variety of learning theories with artificial intelligence to personalize learning for the students across right now about 2,000 different topics of knowledge to meet their individual needs. And it works in that Socrates, we did a study with 3 schools here in Las Vegas when we first started. We were able to demonstrate an 18 to 34% increase in test scores over those in the same school who did not use Socrates. And the results were directly tied to the level of engagement that they had with the solution. So the more time they spent on Socrates, the better their results were on their tests. And when the pandemic started, we became really crucial learning tools for the schools that we were in. And we discovered that the students learning at home would engage with Socrates more because they were excited to use Socrates. They enjoyed it. And the teachers found the information really helpful to allow them to be able to better manage the classroom. So we experienced not only growth in users, but a growth of engagement from our users as well. And all of our growth has been organic. We haven't really spent any significant money on marketing. So a little bit about our management team. I mentioned my prior experience includes 2 previous exits. My co-founder, Dr. Thomas, was a key member of a management team of a company that grew to $100 million valuation. Katie Decker, who is our Chief Content Officer, was a 30-year experienced teacher and principal, and she actually was recognized as National Principal of the Year by the Department of Education. And there's actually a day named after her here in Las Vegas, Katie Decker Day, due to a recognition for her ability to turn 1-star schools into 5-star schools throughout her career. And then John, our Chief Operating Officer, has extensive experience with bringing startup products to market and really has been a critical addition to our team in the last few months. We started in 2018 after receiving a grant from the National Science Foundation. Our first school year was focused on proving out and refining our product, and really we started selling the product in mid-2019. You can see some of the traction so far, which includes about 50,000 users. We have grown customers both in schools and libraries. We're now available in about 200 different schools and libraries. In addition, we have platform customers where we're delivering content prepared by third parties. And recently, we just actually have a 4th deal with a major scouting organization that will shortly be officially announced. The EdTech market, I think we all know that that's a really big market. These numbers actually are from prior to COVID-19. So the CARES Act is putting a significant amount of money into education technologies. We do expect these numbers to grow dramatically in the next few years. And you can see our projections as well. And a little bit about the business model. Socrates really is available as a software as a service, where we are providing the content that we create first party to schools and to homes in a business to consumer model. They could be homeschoolers. In addition, we are available as a platform to deliver third-party content through our platform using artificial intelligence and gamification. And long-term, we have the ability to add significant amounts of additional content that will allow us to be able to grow and expand our revenue base with our existing customers. This is a quick look at our competitive landscape. There's really no dominant player in education technology, and there's a lot of key differentiators that Socrates has over those companies that makes us more effective in both engaging the students and personalizing that learning experience. Shows our sales projections, and you can see we have pipeline already for these numbers. In addition, we're going to be putting significant marketing dollars into growing our business to consumer side. And last shows the ask. The majority of the money we're going to be using is for marketing and building our content, so we have more products to be able to serve our customers and to be able to obtain more revenue from the existing customers as well as new customers. So with that, thank you.